So I was feeling guilty that I wasn't doing enough for my child. Like, so I ate actually I added my weight during breastfeeding because I was eating a lot. I was drinking so, lakini maziwa haitoki. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know who I am or are here for the first time, my name is Stella Muyoka. My channel is just about, motherhood, parenting, us sharing stories about, our journey into motherhood and through the into motherhood and actually just walking the path until our babies are older. And today episode, I'm going to talk about things I wish I knew before I became a mom. And this is just inspired because most of us didn't know. We learn as we go. It's like there's no script to motherhood, to birth, to whatever it is. So you just you find yourself here and you have to figure out these things because what experience, especially as a first time mom, you have zero experience having a 3-month-old baby, so you have to rely on people to give information. And once I had my baby, I read a lot of books because I felt like there's not so much information there. So I will look into how much formula am I supposed to give my baby, because I had to for myself I had to do both breastfeeding and use of that, because it's another story we'll talk about another day. So I used to read because there's not so much information. So I read about how many times you're supposed to feed your baby, how to know your baby is full. So I was reading a book. I wish I could remember the book, but there's a woman who did a series on that. And because of that, it's good for us to share the things we wish we know, so that other women and mothers can actually relate to the same. So the first thing we're going to talk about is it's okay to not love every moment, because that is very okay. Actually, we can't say motherhood is rosy. Motherhood is all rosy. We have those hard days, especially the first 2 years where you've lost a sense of yourself. You're trying to figure out who you are. You have a baby to take care of. You're trying to heal. So it's okay to not love every moment, and don't feel guilty about it. And in aspect to that, mom guilt is real. When you don't have enough, when you need time to, you have times where you feel like you need space for yourself. Like you can tell your child, I need space, and you go to the bedroom and you want to sleep, or sometimes you just have to sneak in so that you can go to the bedroom and sleep or just rest for a minute. And then when you're in the bedroom, you start missing your child and you're like, I'm not spending enough time with my child and I'm just from work. Mom guilt is real. Your baby requires 1 hour time for screen time, but then again, your child, and kids are very cunning, and they're very cunning and all that. So you find that you're also guilty. Why am I denying my child, screen time and all that? You start second guessing, your decisions and all that. Sometimes you might, on my side, I said I'll talk about my breastfeeding journey later, but I didn't have enough milk, and I was in denial, and I was feeling bad that I didn't have enough milk, and it took my mom to convince me to actually supplement. So I was feeling guilty that I wasn't doing enough for my child. So I ate actually I added my weight during breastfeeding because I was eating a lot. I was drinking so, lakini maziwa haitoki. So it's good that we let go of perfection and actually comparison to other moms. And one thing I also learned that because someone else had a different journey from yours, they tend to judge you a lot. So you need to be, let go of the mom guilt and be gracious to yourself also. And let's talk about the identity shift. When you give birth, and I think that is usually confused with postpartum depression. I don't remember the name of that, but but the feeling that you have the first 2 years is usually confused with postpartum depression. But when you give birth, you've given birth, you've taken the 40 days, you're healing, and then 3 months, because Kenya only allows 3 months, you're going back to work, and you can't remember anything that you used to do at work. You can't even remember who is Stella. Stella is a different person now. You don't know who you, you feel like it's like an imposter syndrome. You are Stella, but you are Stella, yes, but you don't feel like Stella. It's like you're in someone else's body. So there's that identity shift that you get, but it's also good to know that just know you lose yourself before birth. During pregnancy, you'll be the same person, but once you give birth, you become a different person, and also because there's also a change, shift in your brain. So there's that shift also that's the contribution. And I will tell you, and I'm going to be very gracious, it's going to take you 2 years actually to remember yourself. And I remember when my child turned 2, it's like something clicked and I was back to me, you know. And that is how I started my channel. So that's another thing. But there's also some good things that came with motherhood that we'll talk about. But one thing I know, I remember, you have to find a way to get back to yourself, because there's going to be a lot of changes, and you have to remind Stella, this is Stella. Stella used to love this. You do what Stella used to love. There's that you start, like, it's like your brain and your body are coming back to who you were before you gave birth. And let's talk about the loneliness. You will feel lonely, even though you lose friends. That is normal. I used to feel like, I used to see this before I actually had a baby. You find two friends are very close, and one maybe has a baby, and then all of a sudden they're no longer friends. And when you become a mom, there's a lot of changes you get. Like, we could do, mimosa on Friday, but because you've given birth and you have to breastfeed, you can't drink, so you can't go out. You have a baby, you need to feed. So you find that your single friends will be going this way and you're going this way. And then your single friends might not understand whatever you're going through, because they've not experienced it. They might have an idea, but they have not experienced it. So their view of how your journey is going to be totally different from the people who've given birth. So you find that you're going to be moving towards people who've already mothers. Like, it's normal. It's a normal shift. It's okay. But you can keep both your single and your friends who already become moms, but you'll tend to get that shift. So during that, you'll see there's a bit of changes, because you're out of routine from the routine that you used to have before. So you'll feel like you have fewer people. But also, when I gave birth, I didn't want people around me. I didn't want people visiting me. I actually didn't like people visiting me. I wanted, like, the space, and just to be able to recover, take care of my child. And I advise people, by the way, if someone has given birth, if you're not going to see them in a hospital, wait for 40 days or even more. Give them time. They don't need I don't think people need the pampers. You're taking them for the unawapelekea pampers. I don't think they really need them. And you can give the gifts before even the baby is born, or give them grace to heal. And because if you come to my house, I will feel the guilt to actually entertain you. You've come to see me, you come to see the baby, and I say, if you have to go visit your friend, make sure you're going to take care of the mom, not the baby. The mom. Make sure the mom is okay. The mom should rest, and make sure you're taking care of the baby. The mom, because taking care of the baby takes care of the mom. So you have to remove that burden of the mother thinking, the mother knowing that, that burden. I know you understand me, because when I give birth, I want to take care of my child. But now again, if you come to see me, if my child is taken care of, I'm taken care of. And you also feed the mom, take care of the mom, whatever she needs, you do that. Otherwise, stay at your homes. And then asking for help is a strength. When you give birth, you have this idea that I think it's something we've been shoved down, though it's true, but you're the only person who can take care of your child. You need rest. You need help. You need people to fix, they can help you defreeze your milk and give to the baby. Fine, you're the one who's supposed to breastfeed. The only thing you're supposed to do basically is the breastfeeding, because nobody else can breastfeed your child other than you. I feel like that should be your only job, and if you do that, you need to actually rest. So you need people to do the other things, washing the baby, doing all the other things, because you also know, if you do heavy lifting, because I think I washed my baby the first week and that's the reason as to why I tend to have a lot of backaches, and I was told that is the mistake I did. And I think once you do that, you can go back, but we will see. So you need help, you need to ask for help. And let's talk about sleep. As I had mentioned before, I think you stop sleeping like deeply, completely during your third trimester, because of the GERD, the acidity, and there's no comfortable position for you to sleep. And then the baby comes, and they're crying. They are nocturnal beings. They cry the whole night, and then they grow. They still, your child will still wake up. I think we started sleeping when my child was 3 years old, because still, even though they are growing, they will still wake up at night, because they go to the routine of breastfeeding. They will still wake up at night to want to, feed on something and all that. So it also takes you. It's good for you to also try and develop a routine for your child, and the sleeping routine and all that. Routine is actually key during that period, but just know you're going to be a light sleeper. And even though I think mothers, after that, you just become light sleepers. You rarely go into deep sleep unless your child is not present with you. That is why it's usually good sometimes to just take some, like a week or so away from being a mom and just rest your body fully. And these are other you don't need every baby product on the market. Just buy the essential. Ask other moms what essentials are there, because, well, we bought a lot of things that we realize you find that maybe you use it for a month or so and you don't need it anymore. And then also, hey, the other aspect of buying newborn clothes, at least I think you need to buy clothes that are maybe from 3 months there. Those are the best clothes actually to buy, because the newborn baby clothes, actually, we didn't use them. So we had to just discard or give it to someone else. So, and also you will Google everything. You are looking for information. That is why I tell moms, share your story as much as possible. At least someone else might learn up from your story. So you will Google, but know a balance of trusting your instinct and actually what is out there. Because like sometimes you can Google about an illness and it becomes like a huge thing, but in reality it's just something minor. So, and also self-care is non-negotiable for you. You really have to take care of yourself. You see the way you nurture your child, the way you take care of your child, you make sure the baby is clean, is dressed up, the baby is resting, the baby is well fed. Give the same grace to you, because I feel like I have a photo of myself when when I had given birth. I usually look at it and I laugh, because postpartum is totally different. You're ugly. We won't even tell you you're going to be beautiful. You're going to be ugly, and you are trying to recover your body and taking care of your child. But we focus more on the baby than ourselves. Even our friends focus on our baby more than focus on us, the mother who was given birth. Very few friends actually know. It's key for you to take care of the mother, because if you take care of the mother will take care of the child. So whatever makes you feel sane, do it. If it's music, if it's whatever it is, if it's just nature, go, sink in it, sip in it, whatever it is. If you feel like journaling, maybe I journaled a lot. Journaling is also key for you. Journal, because when you give birth, you have a lot of emotions. I don't know, there's just a lot of hormonal changes and there's a lot of emotions. You cry, you're adjusting to this. There's a lot. If you want to journal them away. But if you feel also that you need a psychologist, someone you can just talk to, do it. If you have a friend who can listen to you, do it. Whatever it is that works for you best, and also whatever other aspect of self-care that you feel work for you, actually just do it. Don't take care of your child and forget about yourself, because taking care of your mom is very important. A happy mom equals to a happy child. And lastly, every stage is temporary. Babies cry for a couple of months and they sleep during they go back to sleeping. So and I think that is what makes us crazy a lot. Our children crying. Uh, even though it's not your child, you'll always, as a mom, you'll always hear the word mom a lot, even if it's not your child calling you. And also your baby, when a baby cries, it's something that was I think one of the changes that occur when you give birth. Those are things that are instinctual to us actually. So just know everything is temporary. If you want to cuddle your child a lot, hug your child, love your child, because they grow to become mean people, mean toddlers. But appreciate every journey, knowing it's temporary and as you go. So and lastly, basically, just know that when it comes to motherhood, have a lot of grace for yourself. Just know that motherhood is a process where once you've given birth and you're starting out the journey, it's a place where you're reparenting yourself actually, or just your past. You're reparenting it. You're starting from square to understand the kind of person you are, to just understand it also brings about a lot of your if you had trauma at whatever stage it is, or you had your child, it will bring up. And also the most funny thing is I realized that a lot of work that I had done when it came to therapy, it's like I went to square zero and I had to start again. It was a bit heartbreaking, but I was starting from a point of no, and I knew that. So this is a journey. You need to have a lot of grace for yourself, and you have to teach yourself a lot of patience for yourself and for others and for your actions. And this is a place where you need to forgive yourself over and over again. And you learn as you go, and even you learn as you go. So be open to mistakes. No one is perfect. We are all human, which is okay. And without further ado, thank you so much, guys, for being with me. Thank you for the support that you've given me for, the time I've been here. So as always, if you feel like this is something you can, your friend can benefit from, or a mom somewhere can benefit from, please like, share with them, subscribe also. And also you can give us things. Also, you can just share a couple of things you also came to discover during motherhood that you didn't know about. So thank you so much, and have a lovely day.